The United States of America is packed with awesomeness. Glitz and glam in Los Angeles, bustling life in New York, and dramatic landscapes in Texas are a few things that make us excited about the United States. But a trip to the US is expensive, we admit. However, it is very possible to travel to the US on a budget. In this travel guide, we will show you how to explore the US on a backpacker budget. So let's go! Let's start with the most important part of a budget trip: planning and budgeting. This duo helps you to commute effectively from one destination to another, get the best out of your destination, and predict the expenses you will need during the trip. Thus, it gives you a clearer picture of ways to press the budget and save more money. During the process, make sure to do thorough research. Find cheap deals, free places to visit, and cheap restaurants in the US. Moreover, you can spend some more time browsing through accommodation websites to search for the cheapest place to stay. Next tip: book flights early. Last-minute deals are a real thing, but not for flight tickets. Flights are usually cheaper if you book them way before your trip schedule. Moreover, it's not a big secret that flights have the lowest price when they're first released. So, book your tickets early for the cheapest price possible. Furthermore, a year prior to the trip is one of the best times to get cheap tickets. Other than that, you can book around 3 to 6 months prior to the trip before the price skyrockets. Tip number 3: travel during the low season. Although traveling to the US is generally expensive, some periods offer very low prices. Traveling to the US in the summer, June through August, can be very pricey as it is the high season. So then, try traveling during the low season. Winter and the transition period from winter to spring are the best times to visit the US for budget travelers. Although some regions are harshly cold and snowy, other regions offer pleasant weather and warm sunshine. Thus, this season also brings lower prices for hotels and flights. One of the best tips for traveling on a budget is to look for cheap and free places. Surprisingly, there are a lot of cheap places to travel in the US that will save your bank account. Here are some of the budget-friendly vacations in the US. Located in the south of Georgia, Savannah is one of the most charming cities to visit in the US. As America's oldest city, Savannah is dotted with historical buildings, antique houses, and monuments. Places like Forsyth Park, River Street, and Wormslow Historic Site will make you feel dreamy. Are you looking for a sunny beach in the US? Then visit Daytona. This beach town in Florida looks fabulous with its sandy shoreline, glimmering ocean, and modern buildings. Thus, the cost in Daytona is around 6% lower than in other states in the US. Accommodations are the main reason why our banks break during travel. So, finding accommodation at an affordable price is essential if you're budget traveling. Thus, if you travel to the US on a budget, these types of accommodations will help you to save money. Budget hotels. A decent bed, a clean room, and security are the basics you can get in budget hotels. The lowest price you can get in big cities like New York and San Francisco is $90 per night. Meanwhile, in smaller cities like Texas and Lexington, a standard hotel room starts from $70 per night. Motels. Motels are smaller than hotels, and they come with lower prices. A standard motel room costs around $40 to $60 per night. Hostels. Hostels are the cheapest option if you're traveling alone or in a small group. They are available all over the US. A dorm hostel in the US costs around $20 to $35. And tip number 6: cook your own meals. You can secure your budget when traveling in the US by spending less money on food. In the US, eating out at restaurants can be pricey due to the additional tip and tax. On the other hand, you can find cheap places for groceries in the country. Also, tap water is clean and safe to drink. Having your own water bottle when traveling is always a good idea. You won't have to spend money on bottled water and drinks, which are essential for budget travelers. And that's it! What did you think of our tips? Do you have any other ideas on how to travel to the US on a budget? Feel free to share it in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.